Welcome to Cap and Cork's Finishing School, where we teach you to drink what you love and love what you drink.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm the student and the host of the Finishing School program for Cap and Cork, and each week I step up to the bar with one of our managers and subject matter experts. This week we have Ryan from our Lake and Coliseum location, and we're going to look a little closer at sour ales. So obviously the stemware isn't the best on this one, but hopefully you can get an idea of the color. Ryan, what makes it a sour beer? What defines that category?
So a lot of sours, generally, this is a kind of an accidental style of beer where a lot of times in the brewing process you've got closed vats or closed, gear for making the beer. Well, these were, centuries ago they had these open vats with the liquid sitting in there, and they exposed the liquid to wild yeast, the microbacteria that's floating around the
whatever was in the air.
Yeah, the stuff in the air would land in this vat and go to work, whether it's eating those sugars and stuff, and ultimately you get a really, really unique style of beer that is really hot right now in the craft beer world. Sours and the Goza style beers are really, really popular right now because of this unique end result. And
are they, recipe wise, are they based on the same recipes as a regular ale? Are they adding something else to it? Is it fruit? Is it whatever, or is it whatever's in the air is making that sour? And
there's a number of ways you can make it. I would imagine a lot of the new craft guys probably aren't doing this open air thing quite to the extent that the monks and some of the others did in the distant past, but the process can involve anything. I mean, in this case, this one is steeped with grapes from Oliver, so I mean it's, and that's where you get some of the color characteristics, but the tart flavor, the resulting flavor of this it'll set you back on your feet if you're not prepared.
And that's what, with the sour beer, the term sour itself might discourage somebody, but what sort of flavor profile are we looking for with a sour beer?
And with any good style of beer, it's a really broad category. You've got your very, very subtly sour beers, and you've got your extreme ones. Now this has got quite, it gets you in the cheek. It's a lot of tartness to this one, which I love, but this is the kind of beer you're sharing with a friend perhaps. This is not your 6-pack pounder. You're drinking this for the experience. So
with a sour beer, a sour ale, obviously like you said, it's not something that you're going to want to drink a lot of, but it's a really fun thing to maybe explore some different flavor profiles.
This shows the versatility of making beer. There's so many different resulting varieties that you can come up with in combinations, and yeah, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I would implore anybody to give a sour a try just to see. You might be shocked. The term sour beer sounds perhaps repulsive, but to the contrary, it's really, really good.
And I think they probably use that terminology based off of the initial palate, but we were talking off camera, was the sourness or the tartness really opens up some of the saliva glands and stuff like that, and just really makes you have a whole mouth feel when it comes to these. This is really delicious, I think, and I wouldn't be drawn to a sour beer, but this one I'm definitely going to take a second look at and look at some other options out there.
Yeah, very different from your average, other styles of beer, ales and whatnot. This is a different animal altogether.
Cool. So if you would like to learn more about any of the beer, wine, or spirits that we talk about in our Finishing School program, stop by any of our 15 neighborhood Cap and Cork locations and talk to our managers, just like Ryan here at our Lake and Coliseum store. If you want to find out first what's going on at Cap and Cork, sign up for our email newsletter at capandcork.com, and you can always follow along on the fun on any of our social media channels. Well, Ryan, this would not be Finishing School if we didn't finish our drinks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's all for today. Class dismissed. We'll see you right back here next week.